what was easy was the right choice.
Keep in mind, she was also a woman, so any action she takes is even further, disobeying the culture.
Again, she doesn't care. I don't think she thinks she's a woman.
Right.
She's more emotionally bound to her deceased family as well. She says in the play, she rejects Ismene, obviously, and she says somewhere in the play, I look forward to being with my father and mother.
Isn't her mother still alive? No, she died. Never mind. All right.
Oedipus had just died when Antigone when it was set. So I think that actually holds true. So the second question, what purpose did Creon have to kill Antigone even after he saw the damage it would cause? Like the prophet told him, Haman told him, the century told him, and it was only until the end that he went back on his word. So why do you think that he kept going with it, even though, especially the prophet, I think that would give me the most because he said the city was going to fall.
Blind pride.
People, you're not going to go back on your word until you see that your word's wrong.
I think he was
We
more
know all
power
about that.
hungry. I think he was more power hungry than listen to the prophets and the words. He was more concerned with himself and how other people see him rather than following other people's laws.
Like, he would just change his mind because his little niece.
He's a new king also. New kings don't do that.
Well, at the time, Haman
made a lot of
tells
sense.
him that most of the city is agreeing with Antigone. So do you think that that actually...
People don't
Well,
get a
he
choice
didn't
in a
want-
monarchy.
he don't wanna
They
look
can
like
agree
he
with whatever
could
they
be
want to
the
agree
sugar
with, but it doesn't matter. The king is still going to rule, and as soon as he gives in to the people go, hey, we have power. As a king, you don't want to do that.
He gives up in the end, though.
He saw the effects of what he did.
Because he realizes.
Once he knows hard fact he's wrong, then he sees, okay, I'm wrong. But before that, he's not going to say, I'm going to be wrong.
You've also got to look at it right from Sophocles' standpoint as an author. If he just allowed Creon, if I said that right, Creon to give in and not have that mistake of self-pride, it wouldn't be much of a play.
Yeah.
So the author has to look into it as well.
You have to keep your conflict going.
What do you think Sophocles was trying to say when he said that, or when he wrote Creon?
Blind.
After all this stuff, he still stood by his word. That was going to kill him.
Pride is the downfall of man.
Any other opinions
In the
on that?
middle of writing the play.
Alright, we'll do one more. Which would be viewed as the more righteous character at the time this play was written? Ismene or her sister? Does Antigone's disobedience outweigh her cause? So does her trying to save her brother outweigh her disobedience in everyone else's mind? We know in hers, obviously, but in
I think in
everyone
everyone
else's.
else's mind, she's the more righteous character. The chorus pretty much tells us what to think.
She kind of had a win over Ismene because she didn't agree with it at first. But.
So do you think the whole city of Thebes would side with Ismene or Antigone?
I don't think the whole city of Thebes would agree on anything because they're humans, but I think that a majority would side with him. Yes.
Did Ismene do anything wrong?
She didn't do anything right. People don't look at what you didn't do wrong. If people looked at what I didn't do wrong, I'd have much better grades.
I think she did some things right. She
did nothing at all.
Something right would be not doing anything wrong in my mind.
If you look at it like that, I suppose so, but she didn't do what needed to be done, and she didn't respect her brother. Once you disrespect your family, you're disrespecting the gods. And at the time, everything is below the gods, even the king, but he doesn't admit it.
Well, Antigone, she disrespected on a number of levels.
The gods?
Well, not really the gods, but...
Well, that's what you have to look at. She disrespects Creon. Creon's man.
You think every person at the time this play was written
Yes.
was
the answer to your question is yes. Absolutely.
mainly...
Absolutely, the gods. They say gods. At every turn, you look to the gods for your answer.
Okay, so why wasn't Creon like that?
He's
Favorite
king.
person?
He doesn't look for anything to his answer.